For 30 years, we've been standing in solidarity with people in immigration detention and fighting for their rights. In that time, thanks to our casework service, thousands of people in immigration detention have had a lifeline to the outside world and the support they need to regain their freedom. And our work continues to be guided by two networks of people with lived experience, Allies for Justice and Families for Justice. This year, we've achieved real progress for people in detention. In the last year, this government detained around 16,300 people. That's a drop of 31% on the year before. Our free casework service supported 630 people in detention this year. We held 40 in-person workshops, providing face-to-face support to 340 people. We made 290 referrals for legal advice and to specialist organisations, helping people secure legal aid funding to get essential advice from solicitors. And this wouldn't have been possible without our 51 incredible volunteers. It's more than a year since we joined people seeking asylum in bringing the first legal action against this government's dangerous deal with Rwanda. In November, the Supreme Court ruled that the agreement is unlawful and Rwanda is not a safe place to send people seeking asylum. Since we helped to ground the first removal flight in June 2022, this government has not sent anyone seeking asylum to Rwanda. In the summer, we pushed back against this government's illegal migration act, which threatens to rob people of their right to seek asylum and prevent people challenging their detention in the courts. In September, the Brook House Inquiry released its report on the horrific abuse by staff against people detained at the detention centre near Gatwick Airport. Detention Action gave evidence to the inquiry, which shed light on the extent of the abuses and the systemic failures that allowed them to happen. In its recommendations, the inquiry joined Detention Action in calling for a 28-day time limit on immigration detention. We know that 2024 will bring more challenges to overcome. This government plans to detain many thousands more people each year, including children. To do this, they want to build new detention centres across the country, despite opposition from local people. And, on average, this government is holding people in detention for longer periods. Despite the ruling from the courts, the Prime Minister will not let go of the dangerous Rwanda deal and has committed to hand at least £290 million to the Rwandan regime. The Home Secretary has introduced a new fact-bending bill to Parliament that, if passed, would declare Rwanda to be a safe country for people seeking asylum, even when all the evidence proves it is not. With your support, we'll do everything we can to make sure this cruelty never becomes a reality. In 2024, we'll keep working together to protect the rights of people in detention.